Hello students, this is Arvind Negi, your physics teacher. Today we are taking the topic light and its reflection from class 8th. So first of all, what is light? Light is a kind of energy or a type of energy. So first topic comes under light is how we are able to see a particular object. Okay. So how we are able to see a particular object? We are able to see a particular object when the light from that particular object reaches our eyes. Okay. That way we are able to see the objects. Now the light is coming from that particular object. Now object could be of two types. One is the luminous object and the other one is the non-luminous object. So luminous objects are those objects which emit their own light. Emit their own light means, let us say sun is there which emits its own light. It could be a glowing tube light. Okay, we can consider this as source of light. It could be a burning candle. That could be a source of light. So we are able to see these objects. Let us say we are able to see the sun. Why? Because the light is coming from the sun and is reaching our eyes. Similarly, a glowing tube light is glowing. Due to light energy, we are able to see the particular tube light is glowing out. Now for the burning candle, same thing happens. Light will come from the burning candle as a source of light and it will reach our eyes. Okay. Now the non-luminous objects. As per the definition of non-luminous objects, those objects are called as non-luminous objects which don't emit their own light, but the light can be reflected from those objects. Okay. Let us say an example. This is sun which emits its own light. Okay. So sun will be considered as non-luminous object. Okay. A person here is able to see the object which I have taken as sun. Okay. So the light is coming from the sun in a particular direction and is reaching the eye of the person. Okay. So this is source of light under which luminous object comes. Okay. Now if this person is able to see, let us say this is an object. Now this can be considered as non-luminous object. Why? Because it does not emit its own light. Now how we are able to see this object? So as per the sun, the light is coming from the sun and reaching our eyes. Okay. For this non-luminous object, the light should come from this non-luminous object. Now it does not emit its own light. So how we are able to see this object? The light from the sun is getting reflected from that non-luminous object and is reaching our eyes. So how do you show the rays? You show the rays light towards the direction of our eyes. That is the way we are able to see the particular object. Now we will talk about reflection of light. How do light reflect? As per the chapter says, light and its reflection. Okay. So what do you mean by reflection of light? Reflection of light means the bouncing back of light from any surface. The surface could be regular, it could be diffused or irregular, you can say. Okay. So reflection of light, how do we define it? We will define it as bouncing back of light. Now, not bouncing back of light in this way that it would come in the same medium. Same medium means we have three kinds of medium, as you know: solid, liquid and gas. Okay. Now light is coming from this way. Let us say it is coming from a source of light, say S. Could be considered as sun. Okay. So light is coming from the sun and is getting reflected from any rigid surface. Okay. Rigid surface. So the medium remains the same. Light is coming from the air and is bouncing back in the same medium as air. Okay. So this is called as reflecting surface. This is called as reflecting surface, and the whole phenomena will be called as reflection of light. Now, coming under the types, we have two kinds of reflection. One is regular reflection and the other one is irregular, or in other words, diffused reflection. Now, for the regular reflection, the surface should be a smooth surface as it happens in a plane mirror. Okay. So, light will come like this from any source of light and will bounce back from the surface as it is. Okay. Light is coming from the source of light and is reaching our eyes that side. Okay. So, the medium will remain the same. Regular surface, the most important thing is the surface should be a regular surface or a smooth surface. While under irregular surface, the surface could be a regular kind of thing. Okay. So, the rays of light will strike in different positions. As you can see, this is not a smooth surface. So, the thing can happen this way, the reflection could happen this way, and the reflection could happen this way. Okay. So, this is not a proper way of reflections. That is why it is called as irregular reflection. Now, we will talk about laws of reflection which come under the chapter light and its reflection. So, the first law is the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal will lie in the same plane. So, first of all, let us understand what are incident ray, reflected ray and the normal. Okay. Let us say this is a surface, a regular surface, a smooth surface. The ray of light which is incident on it will be called as the incident ray. Okay. So, I am denoting it by I, fine. And the reflected ray, as it is a smooth surface, so it will get reflected like this. This will be known as the reflected ray. And the normal, as you know, in mathematics you have also read that what is normal. This is a surface, we put a normal which is always 90 degree to the surface. So, how do we put a normal here? I will mark this line which is at 90 degree to the reflecting surface. So, this will be called as incident ray, this will be called as the normal which is perpendicular to the surface, and this would be called as a reflecting ray. Okay. Reflected ray. Okay. Now, the first law, the incident ray and the reflected ray and the normal will lie on the same side of the mirror, you can say, same side of the bouncing surface, you can say, or same side of the any other surface. Okay. So, these will lie on the same plane. Same plane means this side the medium is air, not for normal, the medium is air, for the reflected ray the medium is air only. Now, the second law which is very important, angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Now, angle of incidence means the angle which is between the incident ray and the normal ray, and the angle of reflection, this angle as you can see is the angle between the normal and the reflected ray. I am showing it by angle R. Okay. So, according to this law, angle I should be equals to angle R. So, this is all about light and its reflection. In the next video, we will talk about refraction of light. Thank you.